Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria and I'm happy to see you all here. So today we are building a modern house with platforms. It was actually inspired by a couple of pictures I saw on Pinterest. One of them was about these platforms I'm doing right now on the outside, and another picture was from the inside. There was this area in the middle of the room which was not so high as the rest of the floor, and there were sofas there and a table, a couple of lights. So these two pictures actually inspired me to build this particular house, but of course all the rest is original, and all the colors are different, so this is what we've got. This house was built on a 40 by 20 in Newcrest. There is one bedroom, one bathroom, so only one sim or maybe two could live here. It was built with parenthood, tiny living and holiday celebration packs, which is not too much. And as for the platforms, it was a little bit difficult for me to build them because I don't do it so often, but I liked it a lot, so you probably are going to see much more platforms in the coming videos. And now we are doing the walls of the house on the outside. It's always very difficult for me because the walls will give the first impression of the house, and it's kind of important for me that I liked them. And it was very weird for me to paint the walls red in some places, and the whole house is going to be red, which is very eccentric in my opinion. I would never live in a house where there is so much red, but I thought that maybe for a sim like the one I created, it would be suitable and convenient. They would feel comfortable in such bright modern colors. I created a young woman who is a comedian, who likes everything which is contemporary, everything which is smart and just sharp, you know? So that's why I built this house in the modern style. And I added a lot of these weird parts which are not typical for traditional houses. All these windows of squared shapes, and I'm not sure what I'm talking about actually. I just think that this house is weird, at least for me. And the roofing is weird because I added these little walls on the roof. I don't actually remember why, and I don't understand why would I do that. But they are here and it looks pretty nice, I guess. If I kept it, well, I think it's okay. And now we are building the kitchen already. It's all red and it's terrifying for me, but the result is better than the process. I hope so. And you can see this area I spoke about earlier. I actually find this area pretty functional and useful because I can separate different parts of the space. I mean, the living room is separated by this area, and the kitchen is on the platform, so I could fit a study, a living room, a kitchen, and a dining room all together, and it doesn't look weird. It looks quite natural. So I didn't want to clutter the kitchen too much because it's modern, and in modern houses there is no much clutter, in my opinion. I've never seen a modern house where there would be many things on the tables, and all the surfaces would be cluttered and full of different things. So everything is neat and clean. That's why I tried to do the same. I also added a bar here because I thought that a comic would probably have a lot of parties, and it seems parties need barmen and so on and so forth. Now we are making the living room area. It's not the living room, but it's a living room area, and I added a lot of candles here. I know that candles on the carpet is not a good idea at all, but I liked the look of it so much. I just couldn't help putting all those candles there. Now we are making the study area. It's not too big, it's simply for her to search some information about the news, to joke about some politicians, about history. Maybe she looks for other comedians' videos to watch, to get inspired, and of course to write jokes. Everything she can do related to her career, it seems, is writing jokes and telling jokes to other people, and telling jokes with the mic. So yeah, the study is basically for writing jokes. As for the dining area, I found it a success. I really like all these round tables, and I love these tiny living chairs, and I was very glad to find them fit together. And I also added a fireplace, which is the one I never use. It is modern, and I'm not a fan of modern style, you know. I like the way modern houses look from the outside, but the interior, it's just not my cup of tea, you know. As for the bathroom, I struggled quite a lot with it. I cut off all this part, but as a result we have a green bathroom, which is weird because all the rest of the house is red or gray or beige, not green at all. Now we are making the bedroom, and it's all gray. I didn't want to add a lot of red here because I thought that red is too aggressive for a bedroom. So there is mostly like gray and a little bit of beige, and that's it. I find it very stylish and spacious, which is cool because I always find it very difficult to build spacious bedrooms. They are actually always very small in my houses, and I always forget about the curtains. It's my biggest problem. I always do them in the end, and sometimes I don't, so I have to get back and put all the curtains from the beginning. It's kind of exhausting. And we are moving forward. Now we are dealing with the landscaping. It's very unusual for me too, because I used this tree which is I don't know how to describe it. It's eccentric with all these round bushes. Well, yeah, I hope you understand. I also wanted to make it symmetric, but I understood that the house was not symmetric at all, so I just tried my best, but as a result we have something semi-symmetric. There is no word like that. I'm aware of that, and I'm okay with it. I like new words that don't exist. I hope you do too. I actually kind of like what I had as a result at the front of the house. I struggled a little bit with all this painting on the grass thing because I didn't like the color of the grass which was preset, but I couldn't make it look natural, so it took me a long time to do it, but I hope it looks fine in the end, and you're gonna see it on the screenshots. Now we are making the pool. The pool is kind of great. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just an average pool in a rich family because on the rich families have pools like that. In my family we had a pool, but it was this blue pool that you can just take away for winter and bring back for summer. So nothing like that. That would be hard to maintain and costly to maintain. I also added this dining and cooking area in the backyard under the roof. I thought it was a little bit luxurious, like the rest of the house actually, and I struggled a little bit with the walls and the fans because I didn't understand how it would look better, but in the end it's okay. And actually I realized that the backyard was too big for me, and I couldn't just come up with anything to put there, since I don't have many packs yet. There is no much stuff. I don't have the backyard fun or backyard activity catalog. I don't remember the exact name. So yeah, there is no much to build with, and there is a huge area to build on, so it was a real challenge for me, but I hope it looks okay for you guys. And as for these plants, I'm putting around the pool and in this little area next to the stairs. I find it very nice and stylish. I got the idea from a real house. Not far from my city there is I don't know how to say it, a district with small houses with cottages, etc. It's very European styled. Well, I can't speak English, I'm sorry. And in some houses there are areas like this, so there are little squares of grass with plants on them, and I think it looks just terrific, and I decided that I would put something like that on my build, and I think it turned out to be very fitting here. Oh my god, I'm sorry for my English today. Any day. Okay, so what are we doing now? Yes, I'm trying to fill all this space with something and I can't come up with anything. That's that part, exactly. So anyway, we are practically at the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please put a like on it and subscribe if you want. There is no much on the channel yet, but I hope there will be more of videos and more of you guys. How the turntables. So yeah, thank you very much, and I hope you are going to have a very good day. Bye.